and dear to my heart. Avoid name conflicts and protect your brand. I have a side yoga business. It's my little hobby, my little passion. I love it very much. Shocker, it's called Unita Yoga. It used to be called something else, and turns out I was informed after being in business for over a year that I was infringing on somebody's trademark. I was like, what? That's a totally different word. Well, it turned out that my word was a part of their word. It's a thing. I had no idea, right? I was an early business owner. So really, really take your time when you're choosing your business name, especially, obviously the word yoga, come on, like, of course I'm going to have that in there, right? We've talked about that. But that other word that identified it, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to call anybody out, but like that was a small part of somebody else's business name on the other side of town. And to me, they just felt so different. I knew about that business, but it didn't even occur to me. They're like, oh yeah, you got to change your name. Like legally, you've got to change your name. I was like, okay. And rebranding is really annoying. It can be done and we can help you do it, but the legal part of it is a nightmare. So really just take the time to research the businesses in your area and make sure that not only does somebody take that name, but does somebody sound like that? Is there any part of your name that's interfering with a local business? There are a few people that get national trademarks. They're expensive and they don't typically come after you. That's kind of a specific question. We could talk about it later. But one other example I want to give you guys is my church, Life Point Church. Turns out there's a bunch of those across the nation. We had to rebrand our church. Now we're Devoted City Church because that's why we rebranded. It came down to money. People were sending us money thinking they were sending it to a church in Texas, and vice versa. The church in Texas was receiving money from our church members. And these church leaders were talking and they're like, this is crazy. And then you start searching online. There's a bunch of Life Point churches. So we just said, you know what? We're going to just start over. And so now we're Devoted City Church. So it can go beyond just the legal, like somebody coming after you that's annoying to change your name. You can actually, like, if somebody's trying to pay you, they could pay the wrong business. So that's another thing to think about.